Hi, it's Sunday. I've just filmed my Mission Tuition Week 10 summary video. I also just did a video on this room that I'm sitting in. This is where I have all my craft stuff, eBay stuff. I've also got all our books and my toys and, collectibles. Eventually this room will have to get, as part of our renos, will get fixed up. You'll see in the video bits that need fixing. But I'm just feeling overwhelmed by all the stuff. Like, I'm not a minimalist. I mean, you can tell, like, I collect all sorts of different things. I'm a maximalist. I wish I wasn't. I really wish I didn't like things. I really wish I wasn't into collecting so many different things and wasn't into all sorts of stuff. It would make life so much easier, because I really do think, is the saying, like, a cluttered desk is a cluttered mind, or whatever that saying is, that, or the thinking that clutter just overwhelms you and affects your mental health and your well-being. And I think that's true. Like, I come in here to try to clean up stuff and then I end up thinking, where do I start? I just get overwhelmed and then I walk out. Now, it's not like a hoarder's house, don't get me wrong, but you'll see the mess that's in this room. I don't know, I'm just at a point where I'm trying to work out what to do with stuff. Do I take the time to even look stuff up on eBay and whether it's worth selling, or do I just add it straight to my garage sale pile, box it up, out of sight, out of mind, and just only, look at the stuff that I think. But then how will I know if it's going to sell, or is, reasonable to list on eBay if I don't look it up? Also, I've got a lot of stuff that I've kept for junk journals, for crafting. But when I go to an op shop, I'll pick stuff up cheap, 50 cents, vintage books and that. I think, oh yeah, I could, use that in a glue book or do something, or, for junk journal packs. The reality is, we're renovating. I've got no space to even prepare stuff. I've got no table, nothing where I can lay stuff out, do stuff. So nothing's happening, and then I just keep buying more stuff and adding to the piles. So I think I just need to be tough on myself. But yeah, I was thinking, do I just go through a lot of these books and gut them and just keep the certain pages that I want and the book covers for, for my crafty purpose? Because in reality, there's always going to be a book to buy. There's always going to be something that you'll find at an op shop somewhere that I could add to my collection of stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at. If you've got any advice, if you ever felt you're in the same situation where you just keep, collecting and not using or doing stuff, let me know. How have you handled it? How have you decided to cull and just be ruthless? Because it is something that I find, I'm finding really hard at the moment, but I feel like it's a necessity. There's too much stuff. And with us renovating, we're actually pretty much living in only a couple areas of the house. And even that's all cluttered because we've got building materials that don't fit into the shed. My laundry cupboards that we're doing as a, my DIY, all those cupboards are sitting in our kitchen, dining area. Like, we just, it's like a parkour in our house. Like, you can walk around and it's like it's an obstacle course getting around the house. And yeah, I really shouldn't be adding any more stuff. So anyway, just, yeah, I'll add this video on to the the beginning of the other video film. So yeah, so you can take a tour of what I'm dealing with at the moment. But yeah, any advice or whatever you have to offer up, pop them in the comments below. Okay, so this is the room, and as you can see, it's absolutely chock-a-block full of stuff that is really not packed that well, and it's just an absolute mess. So first is, this is just like it's my craft stuff. It's my binding machine that I used to make those notebooks with. I was contemplating whether to get rid of it, but I think it's handy to have a binding machine, so I won't. But it's just become a bit of a, as you can see, a dumping ground. I've just got stuff dumped everywhere. Baby wipes I use to clean the books because they're not too juicy, so I don't feel like they'll damage a book, like a glossy hardcover, if I want to clean it. So that's what's in there. There's some tea bag wrappers I thought might be able to be used in crafting somehow. This is some foam that came in, I think it was the filing cabinet I ordered off Kogan. So I've just kept those. The only problem is when you try to cut those up, they become an absolute mess. So I'm not sure if I'll keep them for packaging or just get rid of them. In here, I've got some books. They're Japanese dolly when I used to be into collecting Blythe and that. Unfortunately, they've been in that tub, sealed, in the garage, and they've developed a smell, even though I don't think any moisture would have got in there. So they've got that kind of, you know, that smell. I don't know how you describe that book smell. So I've got to try to work out how to get rid of it so that I can list all those, because I don't want them anymore. And that's just sewing patterns, which I've been collecting, you know, for crafting. I might do some junk journal packs. I keep talking about doing junk journal packs, but I just don't get around to it. Again, just more random bits of crafting. I mean, that's my expensive rotary cutter, which is just a real cumbersome thing to try to find a spot for. Oh, and in there's my my handmade notebooks and some junk journals there. It's all those papers that I've been doing, the tea dyeing. That's how much I've got so far. So yeah, I do have to list some packs on Etsy or eBay. Down the bottom I've got a whole bunch of not specialty papers, but like copy paper, and then 120 GSM paper that I'd use for the notebooks to give it. It's more like an artisty kind of paper. And that's just in there. We've just got more craft stuff, odds and ends, more crafty stuff. Craft stuff for junk journals, for papers to use in them. And that's more scrapbooking, crafty stuff. Next, well, actually over here I've got books. Books that I've got to sort and work out what to do with. There are probably a couple books I will list there. Up top, some of my Lego sets, which I'm waiting to build. I'm absolutely not building them until I've got a nice, neat display cabinet and all the dust from our renos is fully done and over. I've got more unopened sets in the shed. To be honest, I can't even remember some of the ones that I've got. So this is a nightmare shelf. This is stuff that I've, you know, like some of the golden books might have tears on some pages, so I could use them, again, like junk journal stuff. This is all kind of books and things that I would use to cut up for junk journals. What I'm thinking is, and this is where maybe that little hoarder mentality comes in, thinking maybe I should just go through and pull out the best pages from the books and then chuck the rest so that I'm not taking up so much space. But then I think, oh, you know, just sometimes text pages are handy, and I just feel like, oh, I don't want to waste anything. But yeah, that's just becoming like outrageous in how messy it is. So I do have to pull it out, look at what's there, and just make a decision on it. Next shelf is things that I think I need to make a decision again on whether I list them or just add them to my garage sale pile. You can see I've got a whole heap of Donna Hay Fresh and Light mags under there. Shirley Barber puzzle. Then coming down to this shelf, again, what do I do with it? I picked up all those Golden Hands books. I think there's 18 in a collection. I picked them up for $10. I was going to use them for junk journals or collage packs, because I also do want to do cutouts, fussy cuts, and do packs for Etsy as well, like themes, you know, colours and whatnot. Again, don't know if I just don't have the time at the moment, so I might just list those on Marketplace. And then I don't know why I keep buying breakables. I really am so worried about sending them. And like I've got two, I probably can't see back there. I found two vintage like Japanese cookie jars. So one of those is at Monkey. And yeah, I just think that'd be a nightmare to post. I might just have to again put that on Marketplace or something. Some Lego stuff. Down in that bottom shelf are all the magazines I've been collecting for, you know, glue booking, crafty stuff, heaps of Frankie mags and things that I pick up cheap from op shops. More books and stuff to work out what to do with that I haven't got a shelf to put on. This box is just full of personal jigsaw puzzles and toys and stuff that I just don't have a shelf for. Then I just got some padded mailers and whatnot. Those tubs of Blythe doll clothing, because I used to collect and photograph Blythe dolls, so I have you know, different outfits. This shelf is an eBay shelf. This has just got various stuff like breakables and, oh, something just dropped. Breakables and some books and DVDs. The next shelf is, again, stuff I need to work out what to do. Heaps of delicious magazines. That's a doll my mother-in-law had, which is Korean, an original Korean doll. Yeah, just gave it to me to see if I wanted to try to sell it. I haven't even looked up on eBay if they're worth it. The next two shelves are actually just scrapbooking stuff, heaps of paper pads and manila envelopes and cardboard, cardstock and stuff. So, yeah, sorry, oops, that just went a bit wonky. Just scrapbooking stuff. The next shelf over here, that's all eBay listings. Again, eBay listings, but I've really got to sort through it and see if I want to delist some stuff and just cull the shelves. And that's all eBay stuff down the bottom as well. And to be honest, the last few things that I've listed on eBay, I've just shoved them on this shelf without updating the SKU. But it's not so bad because this is all, you know, I know it'll either be on 1, 2 or 3 because I just don't have that much stuff anymore. Then that's, gosh, what's that? That's just all more crafty stuff. Christmas cards for junk journals. That's my personal collection of Hallmark keepsakes. I need to add them to this tub, but as you can see, I've got boxes and stuff. Now, I made a mistake with these boxes. Like, I wanted to get some boxes that I can use for my garage sale that I can put books in and just have them sitting on the ground, and so they're nicely stacked. And that's not the mistake. The mistake is I thought we'd be ready for our garage sale a lot sooner, and we're not. And so now I'm stuck with all these boxes which don't stack neatly because they don't stack within each other. So it's just, yeah, it adds to the messy look. And I've got ones over here that fell over and I haven't been bothered, you know, stacking these boxes very well. Then all these tubs, I've got books, personal collection, I need to go through, cull some of that. Books for junk journals, again, books for junk journals. And I think that probably that last bottom one is books for junk journals or for notebooks. So again though, like some of the vintage books that I've got there for junk journals, I'm thinking of just keeping the cover and maybe some of the page, like gutting it and just keeping some of the pages, but then just ditching it so that, because that would take up so much less room in the tubs, I'd be able to consolidate some tubs. What have we got here? Yeah, more Hallmark ornaments. That shouldn't be there, but just stuff that I need to sort, really. I'm just in an absolute sorting mess. This is a whole bunch of books that I pulled out of my shelves the other day, which I'm going to get rid of, whether it's in a garage sale or whether it's, you know, checking them out on eBay. But I just sat down on the ground and just went through all these shelves, which I'll show you in a minute, and decided, no, that can go, that can go, that can go. Don't need it, don't want it. When I do a garage sale, my plan is to sell my books for 50 cents. I just want stuff gone. I know when I've gone to garage sales, some people sell their books for $2, $5. I don't want that. I don't want to be left at the end of the day with heaps of stuff. And I think if you price high, you've just got to get rid of them. So that's my plan. I think that in there is some clothing that I've got listed on eBay, which I hate doing clothing. And yeah, I need to clean up this mess. But most of that down there is actually personal DVDs, Blu-rays, computer games. My husband buys a lot of computer games. Now, sorry, I should just address that. That's actually the brick dust, the red brick dust, because this is our under roof garage. We've converted it to a room. So behind those, I can see myself in the mirror. Behind these, what are they called? Sliding mirror doors for the wardrobe doors. They'll go in my boys' bedrooms. They come out of our room. So we've got new ones, and we've got 4 doors, and they're going to take 2 doors each, one mirrored, one not. But behind there was the roller door, but now it's been bricked in as a window. So this room's actually not finished. It's, yeah, there's a bit of work to do, but as you can see, we've got so much stuff in here, there's just no way it's going to be done. This will be last, definitely last. But yeah, so lots of videos, DVDs, whatnot. Just books that I need to read. These are kids' books I need to sort through. That is a Lundby doll's house I picked up for 20 bucks at a garage sale. I actually got two. She was selling it for two for 20 bucks each. I looked it up on eBay at the time. One of these sold for $500 on eBay. The only thing is I didn't ask whether she'd opened them. So I think I'm going to have to open it just to make sure it's complete. Or I'll, yeah, and then maybe I'll just, don't know whether to sell it on eBay or try Marketplace. Don't know. I'll work that out. But yeah, I'll definitely be keeping one for myself because as you go by, you'll see, you know, all the dolls and stuff. I'm a collector, so, and I've always wanted one of these modern Swedish doll houses. So yeah, I'll be keeping one. But up here, another Lego set, another couple Lego sets, Barbie dolls, books. And here's my ridiculous collection. Yeah, it's going down into the 5th shelf, and actually there's some over there, cookbooks. Like I said, when I go to op shops, if they have a cookbook for $2 or something, I tend to buy it. Actually, yesterday I went shopping and bought a heap of cookbooks at Vinnie's for 50 cents. And then I photographed them this morning to list. And already I've looked at 2 and gone, oh, maybe I should keep that. It's got some good recipes. I think what I'll do is I'll just photograph the recipes I like and then just list them, because I still have to do a massive cull on that as well. And then more books, vintage books, junk journals on that shelf. Then I've got some things towards the end. I do post-crossing. If you don't know what post-crossing is, just Google it. Basically, you draw a random address and send someone a postcard, and then you get one in return. So those, at the end, I've converted little golden books into ring-bound journals to stick in the postcards. Then I've just got a lot of my vintage collections, and as you can see, some of them can't fit on the shelf, so they're just sitting in front at the moment. I think this is a really old treadmill that we just don't have anywhere to put at the moment, which probably needs to go in the bin. Then in those boxes, I think I've got sewing patterns and stuff. I don't know. Picked up those off the side of the road. I picked up 6, I think. They're at the IKEA baskets. Then I've got all those dolls up there. A couple of them I'm thinking of selling, but I'll probably keep the Barbie Christmas special ones because I like those. This is my golden book section. I've got, yeah, it was close to 1,000 last time. No, was it up to 900? I can't remember how many I've got, but a lot. Usually I create displays with them. So at Easter, I'll pull out a whole heap of them that are Easter related, and Christmas related, and I just fill them up to make it look really pretty, like with the covers. So yeah. Then I've got more books, more vintage kids books. Again, have to go through and cull that. Then I've got my, what are they called? Barbie Silkstones. Then my Blythe dolls. That box is full of the vintage Enid Blytons, which I've removed off of that golden book shelf to fit more golden books in that were just sitting around. Then I've just got more Barbie dolls. I've got Lego minifigs. They're going to be culled a lot. I have a habit, well, I used to have a habit of when the minifig series came out, I'd just get every one. I'd get the whole set. Whereas now I'm thinking, no, I'm just going to keep the ones that I actually like and cull them. So yeah, I'll do a garage. I'll probably sell those at the garage sale because I don't really want to try eBay. I just feel like if you send them untracked, you might just get some dodgy things. That's my Paddington bear that I've had since I was 2, so that's 48 years old. It's a bit moth-eaten now, unfortunately. Didn't look after it. And yeah, and then this is my awful packing section. That was where the door was to go into the to go outside from the garage. This door here was created, and we had to build the floor up. So that's why there's a big difference, because we built the floor up to be level with our kitchen. We walk out that door into the kitchen. So yeah, so it's another big area that needs to be gyprocked over and tidied up. But yeah, that's all my packaging stuff. Again, absolute bloody mess. So that's it. You can see the kind of mess I'm in and how overwhelming. Like, I come in here and I sit on that chair behind me and I look and I think, right, what can I do? Where should I start? And then I just get like so overwhelmed that I stop. I just walk out. So yeah, but I think over the next few weekends I will have to make a concerted effort to just be ruthless, because yeah, it does affect me. I hate clutter. I feel overwhelmed with stuff, and yeah, it's just time to let go of some stuff, I think.